Hello, children. I am back. I'm going by myself today because unknown reasons. Not unknown to me, but unknown to you. So, I'm planning a bunch of videos for this weekend. This weekend's gonna be stacked. You're getting this review right now in your cell boxes, obviously. On Sunday, I don't know what the video will be. It's because of a very specific reason that you'll find out on Sunday. I'm either going to be continuing the remakes versus originals series with Evan, or I'm going to do something else, which I think I'm leaning toward that something else. And tomorrow I may more than likely be streaming Doom Eternal, which I am thrilled to be playing so far. It is fucking incredible. But with that said, let's get on with the review. So, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Oh my god. People regard this as one of the greatest one of the greatest action movies of all time, one of the greatest sequels of all time. This movie came out in 1991. Look at that. The first Terminator came out in 1984. It took them 7 years to make another Terminator. That is, when you really look at this franchise, that's unbelievable. You would think after the reception that the first one got, that, you know, it would have got greenlit right away. I think that the reason that it took so long was because of the fact that so many different franchises, or different studios, I should say, had the rights to Terminator. It's so weird. Like, I know Orion had the rights at first, then it was some other studio, then it was, oh my god, I gotta stop doing this, then it was Warner Brothers for 2 movies, and then it was Paramount, and then they went back to Fox. I have no clue. With that said, Terminator 2. Long story short, this movie is fucking incredible from start to finish. This movie, you know, we're gonna get into this on why. We're gonna get into this with the rest of the Terminator sequels, but for now, I just want to stay with this. This movie is a bit of a retread of Terminator 1, right? But what they do with this movie is they basically put a twist on it with John Connor. They make it that you know, it's not focused on Sarah Connor, it's focused on John, because it's continuing the arc from the first one, where, oh, the Terminator went after him, went after Sarah because she has him, and obviously it failed. Oh, excuse me. So now, oh my god, hold on. I gotta do this because the audio is gonna be so overbearing. This movie shifts it to John because, you know, John is the one that is gonna save everybody. Well, according to, you know, what we've been told. But this movie does a great job at making it feel like it's a different movie. You know, this movie's 2 hours and 17 minutes, if I'm correct, and it doesn't feel like that. Everything in this movie feels important. We're gonna get into the bad Terminator movies after this, but as it stands, this movie does a great job at making it feel like everything is important and everything has a purpose in this movie. You get Linda Hamilton, who's fucking amazing in this movie as Sarah Connor once again, but she's different. She's not, you know, she's not the happy-go-lucky, well, not happy-go-lucky, but she's not as innocent, I should say. She's like fucking insane, you know, and she's trying, you know how in the first one Kyle Reese was trying to convince the cops in that great scene that that the Terminator was real and like everything in the future was certain. Now in this movie, the roles are kind of reversed. They're now Sarah's the one sounding crazy to the cops. Well, not the cops, but the oh my god, I can't think. The workers at the asylum. And they do a good job at, you know, really developing her character. Arnold is back. Arnold Schwarzenegger as the T-800. I probably messed that up and called him the T-1000 in the last video. I'm sorry. But, the T-800, and he's great. Once again, they changed, obviously, you guys know, they changed his character. He's now the good guy, which I wish that, obviously, I would know the twist because the movie's like, God knows how many years old. But I wish that before, because I know they marketed this movie that he was the good guy. I wish that they didn't do that. I wish that they had kept it a mystery, because then that scene where they're at the mall and the T-1000 goes after John, and you know they're both coming after John, and the T-800 goes, get down, and he shoots the T-1000. How cool would that have been if, like, how cool would that have been if, like, we didn't know who was after him? That would have been so cool. Speaking of the T-1000, the T-1000 is fucking amazing. Oh my god. One of my favorite horror, well, not horror, because I try to refrain calling this movie a horror movie, because it's really not. The first one is. This is more an action movie. One of my favorite movie villains in general. The T-1000 is so fucking cool. You want to talk about upping the stakes and upping the ante? This is how you fucking do it. And we're going to get into why in Terminator 3 they've miserably fucked that up. But, you know, the T-1000 is fucking incredible. He's so menacing. He's almost as menacing as Arnold was in the first one. Incredible. Edward Furlong as John Connor is amazing. You know, it's really sad that this is the best version of John Connor we're gonna get. That kind of spoils my thoughts on Terminator 3 and Salvation, but regardless, Edward Furlong is amazing. You would, like, if I had never seen this movie, and I only saw the first one, and it was shown, like, a clip of this movie, and I had no idea where it was from, and I'd be like, oh, this is Sarah Connor's kid. I'd be like, yeah, that's perfect casting. You know, they royally fucked him over in Dark Fate. We're not there yet, but you know, they did a great job with his character also. Also, this movie has great pacing. It never feels too long. It feels like perfect, and again, like I said, everything feels like it has a purpose. You know, the T-1000 kind of takes a break towards the beginning of the third act, or the ending of the second act, because of what they had to do with Dyson. I also like that character a lot, very well. I like that arc because he's making, first of all, you have to side with Sarah Connor when she I like that scene where after she tries killing him, Dyson. Oh no, not even. It's the scene where they find out that Dyson, that company, kept like everything from the first movie, the factory, while they put everything under the carpet. I like her reaction because she's like, who the fuck would do that? That's a legit question. Why would you keep, like, don't get me wrong, I understand if it's one thing, oh, this is a robot, like, oh, let's keep this, but why would you keep working on them? If somebody told you, oh, this is our demise, this is how the human race goes extinct, why would you invest in that? I don't understand. People don't think. People and brain cells do not go together at all. Speaking of action, the action in this movie is amazing. James Cameron once again came back to direct. Fucking incredible. The tanker chase at the end is amazing. The truck chase, or motorcycle chase, I guess, with John, the T-800, the T-1000 is great as well. I love that. I like the sequence when they're at the asylum and they have to get Sarah out. Fantastic stuff. I like how Sarah in this movie is kind of on ease about trusting the Terminator, because, you know, she obviously her memories aren't fond, you know. What else? Also, the ending of this movie is very good. The third act of this movie is horror movie. Oh, God, if I call it a horror movie one more time, is action movie gold. I love the ending to this movie. The whole thing with, I love the scene where the liquid nitrogen goes on the T-1000, and we get the great line. I'm not gonna mimic it. I'm gonna butcher it by Arnold. And I love the fight between the T-1000 and the T-100. Also, how they make you think that Arnold dies. Obviously, he was gonna die. Well, at that moment, he wasn't gonna die. I love how, you know, Arnold has to sacrifice himself because he realizes, oh, listen, he realizes that, Jesus Christ, he realizes that he's like, if he stays alive, that somehow the war is gonna continue, and somehow in Terminator 3 fucking continues, but, you know, I like that he realizes that he has to sacrifice himself. Which, I mean, when you look at how Dark Fate starts, maybe he should have. But, yeah, I really like that ending. I think the ending is a little too sudden. Like, it kind of ends. Like, he sacrifices himself, and it shows Sarah holding John, and then it's like, she makes a quick speech. It reminds me of the ending of Transformers 3, how everyone makes fun of the ending to Transformers 3, how it's like, oh, just a quick speech, oh, okay, the movie's over. That's kind of how this one ended. But,
Johnny Cage.
I think that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. You know, I think I hit all the points. I love the characters, the plot is awesome, it does a great job at continuing the story from Terminator 1. And honestly, I think it should have stopped here. Okay, I maybe give a Salvation in a different version, because, you know, I'm not going to talk about Salvation, but maybe that, like, maybe we could have gotten this and then that a big gap, and then in 2009 give us Salvation, because we had gotten Terminator 3 in 01, and then 7 or 8 years later we got Salvation. Like, it would have been nice if we had like a 20-year gap, and then we get I'm not saying, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I wish that it kind of would have stopped here, maybe except for Salvation, because even Dark Fate, I have my issues with Dark Fate. But I think that's gonna do it, guys. Be on the lookout this weekend for more videos. Please come and join me on the Doom Eternal stream. I've been having a lot of fun playing it by myself, but I don't want to be selfish now, and I want to enjoy it with you guys, being that, oh yeah, so I didn't break the news to you guys. I kind of beat Resident Evil 3 by myself, which, I mean, I guess you could have kind of figured that one out, but yeah, I couldn't control myself and wait. But yeah, so that's kind of why I want to do Doom Eternal also, because I kind of feel bad that I played most of the game with you guys and then I beat it without you guys. So I'll say this much: if I have as much fun streaming Doom, I'll play the game with you guys and beat it. That's my promise to you guys. But that's only if I really feel like it. Okay? Thank you guys so much for listening. If you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout for the rest of the Terminator reviews very soon. What the fuck? Oh, I just took a big L. Sorry guys to see that. It's embarrassing, but whatever. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Be on the lookout for more reviews very soon, and I'll see you later. Take care, stay safe.